So, I've been wanting to make a video like this for a while now. I just didn't exactly know how to talk about it, I guess. Even now, I'm not exactly sure how to even begin talking about it. I guess it's more of like a reflection I've gotten rather than just a particular story. The people who have been watching this channel for a while now know that I have a very dark backstory, I guess you could say. I didn't have a happy upbringing, not even like my teenage years or even early adulthood. It was always something complicated, and the fact that a lot of the stories that I've told, it's not even all of it. Like, I've talked a lot about my past trauma, and the things that I've told, it's not even all of it. There's a lot more that I haven't made like videos about, that I haven't talked about. Even things that still affect me to this day are things that I haven't talked about, and a part of me kind of feels like I don't want to talk about them because, like, I want to think there's something more about me and my past that isn't just, trauma. The thing is, there's not much about my past that isn't trauma. However, I do think there's more about me now. And I guess that's what I wanted to talk about. I'm not exactly sure how to even talk about this like reflection that I had, but I don't know. I just wanted to share what I think. That's about it. I've been thinking a lot about where I come from, as me as like a person, not exactly like my physical place, but where do I come from, Because if you look at my past, you would find that there's nothing really back there for me. I know that, life is what changes you into the person you are now, but I don't exactly know where do I come from. I would think that what makes me is just, my past, but as I've come to learn with time and with a lot of care and love from those around me, there's more to me than just trauma, which is weird since I don't remember much about me that isn't trauma. And that's just something that I've been thinking about. It is something I'm not entirely sure. Even now, I'm not entirely sure where, I guess, my personality comes from, where I come from. A part of me just wishes I could just pretend my past didn't exist and just start anew. Or just have this like blurry blank state, like you're a new character in a new game and you're just starting your adventure. I mean, I guess I am. I am starting my adventure. I'm starting a family, so to some extent I am. I just kind of wish I also gotten like the amnesia part of it too, Just so I couldn't remember sometimes. And I don't know. I have a hard time relating to people, because even people around me tell me, hey, that stuff that you've been through, it's kind of a lot. And I'm like, yeah, it's a lot. I don't often relate to people or to anything really. I can try to mask and pretend like I understand things like story times, which it's funny. I thought story times or storytime content on YouTube was supposed to make you learn about other people's lives. I didn't know it was supposed to be relatable, because I never related to any of those stories. They were too normal, I guess. I don't know if that makes any sense. I just never related to relatable content, I guess. I guess my life's a bit too weird for me to relate to normalcy. Ironically, I tend to relate more to horror stories, which, if anything, the fact that they are so exaggerated just makes me feel more normal. It is a bit of a dark thought, but I don't know. I just think about it. Think about it a lot. And now what's me is just what happened afterwards and the new things that I'm learning. I don't know exactly the kind of person my husband saw when he met me for the first time. He says it's just me, but now I'm a lot happier. I'm not entirely sure what that means, but for who I am now, I think I'm just love. I know that sounds cheesy, but whenever I think about my friends, about the people that are around me, about the things that I have nowadays, I just think that the things that surround me are just love. I love my house. I love that I get to eat something. I love my cat. I love my husband. I love my soon-to-come child. I love my game story. I love my team. I love my community, regardless of where they come from. They could be Hispanic. They could be English. They could be, I don't know, from Philippines, from Brazil, I don't know. They could come from Australia, and I honestly don't really care. If they're nice to me, I'll be nice to them. It's usually how I work. I always felt like a mirror, like I'm just reflecting the things around me. And if I reflect the hurt, it's because people are hurting me. But now that I'm receiving love, I'm reflecting love, and that's something I've been thinking about. I still have a hard time believing that I'm something outside of just an object. It's a little sad to say, but sometimes I just feel like I'm a thing that reflects others and how they treat me. It's sometimes difficult to remember that I'm also human, but I guess I am, and I do have some feelings and thoughts on things that matter, which is another thing that I struggle with. I didn't realize things that I'd said even mattered because I didn't think I mattered. I thought I was just a thing that existed. And why would anyone care about a thing, you know? Why would anyone care to love a thing or hate a thing? For some reason, people seem to hate me. In the past, I mean. And I was always confused because, like, how can you hate a thing? Then I eventually had to accept the fact that I'm not a thing, and sometimes that hurts a little. It's weird. It's weird, really. Recently, I've accepted the fact that my life was very unlucky. I had bad luck in life, and maybe it's a shocking thing, but it was easier to suffer trauma when I felt like it was all my fault, you know? Because maybe if it is my fault, then I can do something to avoid it. Maybe if I went back to the past, I could have done something to make it different. But accepting the fact that it was just bad luck, that I couldn't have avoided what had happened to me, that it was out of my control and that it wasn't my fault. It sounds like most people would rather accept that than take accountability, but for me it's the opposite. Because it's just letting go of a control I never had. And that's difficult to accept. It's difficult to accept that things happen and you couldn't have done nothing about it. Because it means that they could happen again and you still could do nothing about it. Because a lot of those things don't depend on you, they depend on other people. And those people failed you. And that hurts. And I guess that's just something I've been thinking about recently. Because if it wasn't my fault, then what's left of me of my control? Then you come to think of it that I do have self-control. A lot, actually. When you actually start to accept that, you could also have the ability to hurt. Except I didn't, or at least I tried not to. People say that I'm evil, that I'm mentally unstable, and that I cannot communicate myself very well. But honestly, if you've seen my channel, I think being mentally stable after everything I've been through would be the oddity. I think being mentally unstable after everything I've been through is quite normal, if you ask me. It would be weirder if after everything I've been through I was completely fine. And that would be the weird part, not the, you know. You do what you have to do to survive. And be the best or worst thing, you just did it and you go along with it. And for what it's worth, I don't really regret many things. Not mine things. And now what's left is just, I guess, a new run. A new game. I can just start. I could always start. And it's better to realize now than to realize later. I am a survivor of trauma, of unbearable trauma that sometimes just makes me want to scream and hide in my sheets. Sometimes so heavy that I can't help but cry for several hours. And I don't even know why. I mean, it happened so long ago. Why does it feel so heavy now? I've come to the conclusion it's because now I finally have some time to think about it and actually process it, which is something I didn't have before. But it hurts. It really does. Now, I just kind of look at the future and be like, well, now what? I've survived the worst, so what now? Maybe it's not even the worst, maybe it's going to get worse. But I don't know. Surviving stuff like near-death experiences does leave you like a sense of, well, why death has not come for me yet? Just why am I here? Why didn't death just take me a while ago? I don't have an answer for that. Maybe it's just luck again. Maybe it's toying with me. I don't even know if it's a real thing. Something you can take accountability to. Or just something that happens. I don't know if there's a God out there that chooses what happens to us. I don't think so, but maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I've never seen it, but I can't deny it either. So what's left now is moving forward. How? I don't know. I guess it starts with a first step, being one supported by those around me. I guess that's a good first step. realizing that I do have people around me now, that things are different. Even if it starts to feel like the past is coming back. The truth is that I'm no longer there. Now I can only begin walking again. It's a little weird, or scary. Being so long in a dark tunnel that now seeing the light feels weird. I don't even know if I'm happy. I just survived, but I guess that's fine for now. And I don't know, maybe it'll get better, hopefully. I don't know if I should trust that, but I can only try to make the effort into making it better, as long as I just have a little time to breathe when I don't have strength anymore, which is something that I now can do because now I have friends and people that love me and support me. And that's nice. It's just a little weird, I guess. I think that's it for today. It's a weird video, but if anyone cared to listen to this point, I do appreciate you for just caring enough to listen. Thank you. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.